हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल कनेडा टू कनाडा। कुछ टाइम पहले हमने वीडियो बनाई थी हाउ टू इनकॉर्पोरेट अ बिजनेस इन कनाडा। उसमें सिंपल स्टेप्स स्क्रीन शेयर करके आपको बताए थे कैसे आप खुद का बिजनेस खोल सकते हैं। बिजनेस ओपन करने के रिलेटेड काफ़ी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर करी थी, जैसे कि नंबर्ड कंपनी, नेम्ड कंपनी, टैक्स नंबर क्या होता है, बिजनेस नंबर क्या होता है। So guys, the topic of the today's video is how can an employer do the T4 filing to the CRA। जैसे आप बीइंग अ बिजनेस ओनर, आपने कुछ एम्प्लॉयज़ होंगे कंपनी में कनाडा में, तो आप उन एम्प्लॉयज़ को कुछ सैलरी पे करते हो और जो सैलरी पे करते हो उसमें से कुछ टैक्सेस डिडक्ट करते हो जो आप सीआरए को पे करते हो। अब एट द एंड ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल ईयर, जब पूरा साल फाइनेंशियल ईयर खत्म होता है, आपको सीआरए को रिपोर्ट करना है कि आपने एम्प्लॉय को कितने पैसे दिए और आपने जो रेमिटेंस सीआरए को दी, मतलब उसकी पूरी समरी भेजनी होती है सीआरए को। अब इसको एक एग्जांपल के साथ समझते हैं। अब से आई रन अ बिजनेस हेयर इन कनाडा एंड आई हैव 3 एम्प्लॉयज़। अब हर मंथ मैं अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को सैलरी पे करता हूँ। उनकी सैलरीज में से कुछ टैक्स डिडक्ट होता है, जैसे कि फेडरल टैक्स, प्रोविंशियल टैक्स, सीपीपी, ईआई। अब ये जो टैक्सेस डिडक्ट होते हैं वो रेमिटेंस मैं हर महीने सीआरए को पे करता हूँ बाय द 15th ऑफ एवरी मंथ। अब सीआरए के पास टैक्स का पेमेंट, जो भी मैंने टैक्सेस डिडक्ट किए वो पेमेंट्स तो जा रही हैं, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल ईयर आई नीड टू प्रोवाइड दिस इंफॉर्मेशन टू द सीआरए कि ओवरऑल पूरे ईयर में मैंने अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ की सैलरीज में से क्या क्या डिडक्शंस करी, क्या क्या उनको पे किया। एंड ये इन्फॉर्मेशन सीआरए को फाइल करने की एक डेडलाइन होती है विच इज़ एंड ऑफ February एवरी ईयर। Now let's talk about some common questions around this. What is a T4? A T4 is a statement of all forms of income and benefits you paid to your employees during the preceding financial year. The next question is, which employees require a T4 form? The Canada Revenue Agency CRA requires all businesses to submit a T4 slip to report employment income or benefits paid to their employees. Now, how to file this T4 summary to the CRA? There are several options. You can do online via My Business Account, via web forms, via internet file transfer, or by paper. And there is a deadline to file this T4 summary to the CRA, that is the end of February each year. And if any business owner, any employer misses to send this information to the CRA by the deadline, they can be penalized. And for late filing, there is a penalty of minimum $100 and which can go up to $7,500 depending upon the number of employees in your business. Now let me take you to the computer screen and I'll show you what are the steps how to do this T4 filing by the employer for their employees to the CRA. So guys, go to Google and search how to file T4 slips for company, and there is the official link, Employer's Guide Filing the T4 Slip and Summary. That's the canada.ca official website link, and there is a lot of information. I would recommend you to go through lot of this all of this information. Like, this is the table of contents which specifies different steps which you can take. Like, the first step is whether to check whether you have to file the T4 slip or not. So let's go to the step 1, determine if you have to file a T4 slip. So there are several points which you can follow to understand whether you have to file this T4 summary or not. And then on to the step 2. Which is to determine the due date. So due date is the end of February every year. So for the next year 2024, it will be February 29, 2024. And there is a late filing penalty in case somebody misses to file the T4 summary on time. There is penalty based on the number of T4 slips which are filed. Then consider your T4 return filing method. There are two options for online. One is through My Business Account, second via the represent a client. Represent a client is when your accountant will do it on your behalf. So if you take these services from an accountant, they will do it. But if you have to do it yourself, you can go to this My Business Account and use one of the login options. So I just logged into My Business Account for my business, and here are different accounts: GST, payroll, corporation, income tax, and as we are talking about T4 slips, so we'll go to the payroll, and here under the returns I have this option, file a return. So here again the instructions are given and there are two options, web forms and the internet file transfer. I'll do it via web forms. So here we have start a new original or amended return. I'll enter my account number and type of information, that is the T4 to be filed, and then select the tax year and select all this enter all this information. This is firstly for the employer, and then you have to enter the details for the employee. So once you have entered all the details, click on validate and continue, and see we got two warnings for these two cases. I just went to Google to check what does these warnings mean and to understand it deeply before proceeding, before taking any other step. So I verified my T4 slips. They all look correct as per this information which I have entered here. So I clicked again on validate and continue, and see there is one entry for one employee. Now I'm going to click on create new slip to add information for another employee. So I'll again enter all the details. So I just skipped that part. So now as we see two items here, one for both the employees, and here we can have like any number of like there is a limit of 100. So I have entered two slips as is the case for my business. Now I clicked on summary button. It gives me this information based on what details I had entered on the previous page. So now we have to enter this minus remittances. So this is the amount which you have already remitted to the CRA in that financial year for those two employees, like the deductions and what the employer contributions, all of that remittance amount. So after entering that amount, I clicked on recalculate summary, and of course I certified that if this information is true, because you have to take this ownership. If you're filing it, make sure you enter all of these details correctly. And again I certify, and now I'll click on submit to CRA for processing, and this is the confirmation of the receipt. And we have additional actions like to view PDF version, save your return, download individual slips, and there are some important notes. You should go through this information once to understand what you are doing and what this is about. And now I'm jumping back to my business account, and I'm going again to the payroll, and when I see here filed returns, there is nothing. Once it is processed, it will show up here. That's it, guys. So guys, that was it about this video. I hope you enjoyed and it was helpful for you. एंड ऐसा ही और इन्फॉर्मेटिव कंटेंट देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए एंड स्टे विद अस. फॉलो फॉर मोर.